Good evening and welcome now to Central Park Hills. I'm Frankie Castile, and we are about ready for Mules basketball tonight. It is Poplar Bluff. It is the Rebels out of Central Park Hills. Going to be a great ball game coming your way. And you can see on the scoreboard on the bottom part of your screen, it is a 46-30 lead. It is the JV Mules out in front. They lead this very good team out of Central Park Hills. And right now the Mules with it, and Williams, a three-point basket is no good. We are just now getting underway. And an unforced turnover there by the Rebels. And we're going to see several new players coming in for Central Park Hills, as well as one or two new ones for the Poplar Bluff Mules. We are just getting underway here tonight. We are live on Facebook and on radio. Coming up here in a mere matter of moments toward the top of the hour, we're also going to be welcoming in our radio audience as well. So make sure and share this video feed for us if you're able to do that. That would be awesome on Facebook. Let us know where you are watching from, whether you're watching us on Facebook, whether you are watching us on YouTube as well. We want to reach as many people as we can tonight as Poplar Bluff. We are in the mix of our final two games of the regular season. Poplar Bluff's got Central tonight, and then coming up on tomorrow, we're going to be back in Bluff, and that's when the Mules are going to take on the Bulldogs out of Sikeston, a rematch from earlier this season. Mules that took on Sikeston once before, and it was all the way back in the SEMO Conference Tournament. Mules coming up on the short end on that one, so we'll see coming up tonight what the Mules are able to do. And we've got a lot of folks here chiming in already on Facebook, also on YouTube. Stephen Randall says, go Mules. David Davis says, let's go Mules. Brianna White saying the same thing. Gary Simmons is tuning in all the way back, and I'm assuming Poplar Bluff. Gary Simmons does a lot for the Mules programs. Tim Simpson, he is also tuning in. I'm assuming that he is tuning in all the way possibly from Jacksonville, Florida. How was the weather down there, Tim? And David, once again, loves being able to watch this at home and have a good old iced Coke. I'm glad you're tuning in. He actually said an adult beverage there, Tim. I was trying to be nice, but there you go. He's got the right idea. So glad you are tuning in here tonight live with us on social media. 46-30 is the score. By the way, we're getting an update now from Miss Kim Winder, and she is letting us know that right now it is basketball galore all over the place. You've got districts right now in classes 1, 2, and 3, and right now the Lady Tigers out of Neelyville, right now they have a commanding lead over Hayti in the semifinals. They are defeating Hayti right now by a score of 43-13. That is the score. Coach Becky Hale and the Lady Tigers are doing their best to get back to a district championship for the Lady Tigers out of Neelyville. The boys yesterday, by the way, got a big win over Bernie. They won 64-60. They're going to take on Cooter in that district championship coming up tomorrow night, and that'll be in the Holcomb area. So a lot going on. Tim says it is 88 degrees in Jacksonville today. Thanks a lot, Tim. We were at a whopping 62, and we're going to get some colder weather coming in just in time for the weekend. We are so ready for spring to get around here. It is not even funny. Can't wait for us to get some of that springtime weather to make its way in to the region, that's for sure. There we go. Had a little issue there with the scoreboard. We're good to go, though. It was on my end, so there you go. Trying to make sure that everything is the way it should be. 46-32 the score. Make that 46-34 now. Big shot there by the Rebels coming up on 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. And hard to believe that we are almost done with the regular season for Poplar Bluff. Districts is on the horizon. We do have the official brackets coming up for districts. We're going to go over all that in great detail coming up tonight. Yes, Tim, there was a few power outages yesterday. If you're referring to the storm yesterday, we had some power outages in some parts of the area. Nothing too major, though. I think most of us were spared any kind of major damage. Three-point basket there at the buzzer is no good. So now we have reached the fourth quarter. It is now a 46-34 score. And we will have the fourth quarter coming up in just a moment. It'll be Bluff basketball when we resume the action coming up in just a moment. I want to talk real quick about the upcoming districts. A lot of folks are going to want to know exactly where the Mules are and how they're going to be able to watch the district games coming up a week from Wednesday, or I should say it's actually next Wednesday. We're going to be, after tomorrow, we're going to be off until next Wednesday, and that's when we'll travel to Kirkwood, Missouri for the districts coming up. Poplar Bluff is going to take on the Melville Panthers. And I'll tell you now that unfortunately we're not going to be able to have the games live on Facebook and YouTube. It is a Misha rule. And what that means is there will be a link you can click on. Tim and I will be there, but you're not going to be able to watch it live like you normally would because Misha requires a $10 fee. We will have a link set up in our Facebook post, and you'll be able to see everything as far as how to get to the game, but you will have to pay $10 to watch the video broadcast, and all that money raised, by the way, and charged, it goes to Misha. So it doesn't go to us. It goes to the High School Activities Association. They require a $10 fee, anything that is districts and beyond. But you will be able to at least watch it if you choose to. We would love for you to buy the video and support the Poplar Bluff Mules. That would be awesome. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know a lot of people are making a lot about the 9-13 overall record. What a move. Wide open. Great pass by Jay Edmondson. And the Mules now lead at 48-34. That was just a huge bucket there by the Mules. And Poplar Bluff now with a still out to a 14-point lead with 6:08 to go here in the ballgame. Stacy Rommel tuning in tonight. Glad to have you alongside. She is watching us from Poplar Bluff. Tim and I made the hour and, 15, 20-minute drive up here. Not bad. Not a bad drive whatsoever. It is our final regular season away game this year. 9-13 overall. The Mules are trying to get back to the 10-win mark, and we'll see if they're able to get that done tonight against a very good team out of Park Central, or I should say Park Hill Central, that is. They come in, they are ranked number 4 in the state of Missouri. They are 22-3. Tell you what, the Mules defense right now, led by Cameron Settle and by Jay Edmondson, really coming through big time for the Mules right now, up by 14. 5:50 remaining here in the ball game. Now coming up in just a moment, we will be resuming with our radio audience. We'll introduce them as well, and they're not going to miss a moment of the action as well. By the way, coming up tonight, big shot there by the Mules by Blaze Rowland, a big two-pointer there. I was going to say coming up tonight, my good buddy John Scott. He is going to be joining us. He is right now sitting in the cheap seats. He's got the backs to the seats anyway. Big three-point basket there by the Rebels is no good. Chris LaChance, he goes up and scores. We'll see him in varsity coming up a little bit, possibly off the bench here tonight. Coming up on the 5-minute mark, still a 12-point lead for Poplar Bluff. Edmondson going to kick it out there to Williams. Williams now, Dallas Williams, 6'3", kicks it out. Big jumper is no good. Williams, though, with the rebound, goes up top, and he's going to draw some contact, and that'll be the second team foul here by the Rebels, and that's going to send Williams now to the free throw line. Williams has gotten really good over the last several ball games. He is doing a really good work. And by the way, tonight for the Rebels, it is the final home game for them of the regular season. Nico Gaddy going to come in now for the Mules. He'll replace Cameron Settle. It is not senior night for the Rebels. They already had that. So we don't have to worry about any of that tonight. Williams, his free throw this time, it rims in. Good shot by him at 51-38 now the score. Nice crowd here tonight at Central Park Hills for this good contest coming up. Good move inside. Justin Robinson with a big shot. And it's back to an 11-point lead. 51-40 the score. A lot of folks starting to get tuned in here on YouTube, but we go a little bit early when it comes to the JV games. Williams again, a big jumper, 53-40. Jackson Moore now going to check in. A whistle here, and it may have been a foul. It's going to be on the Mules, on Bussey, and that'll be his second personal foul, team foul number 5. And we'll see Jackson Moore coming in now for Bussey. 4:19 and counting here in the final quarter. Here in just a moment, we will get to our radio audience. Three-point basket from the wing is no good. Boy, good rebound by Robinson there. Ty Dalton doing some handy footwork there, kicks it out, and a jumper there is good by Chris Wesley. And now it is a 53-42 score now. So now the Mules trying to maintain their lead. Gaddy goes inside, no good. Jackson Moore, though, with the putback, and it's back to a 13-point game again. You got to be impressed with this JV team. Man, they have had a good season to this point. And we're going to get a whistle here and a timeout called here on the floor, a 30-second timeout. Believe that one's going to be taken by the Mules. 55-44 now is the score. It is a 30-second timeout by Poplar Bluff. So real quick, let's go over some of this Misha bracket stuff. As everything has finally been released, we now know where the Mules varsity is going to play. And most importantly, we know when and where. So let's go over it. Here are the district seedings for the Mules boys districts. Kirkwood, the number 1 seed. They are 21-2 on the year. Jackson, 17-9. Lindbergh is 15-10. They are the 3 seed. Bluff is the 4 at 9-13. Melville, they are the 5 seed at 13-12. Seckman is the 6 seed at 8-16. Oakville, the 7 seed, and Fox is the 8 seed coming up in the tournament. And that means on March 1st, on Wednesday, March 1st at 7 p.m., the Mules are going to take on Melville. It'll be in Kirkwood, by the way, and that'll be a 7 p.m. start. So you look at the overall numbers in that ball game, not to overlook, obviously, Park Hill. There's a big three-point bucket there by Jackson Moore. 58-46. What I was going to say was you look at Melville and Poplar Bluff, and the Mules are averaging about 63 points on offense, giving up 65. On the other end, Melville is averaging only 52 points a ball game, but they are allowing 51 points. So you get the idea that these two teams really, they look to be quite even coming up. And we'll talk to Coach Durden about that, but odds are he doesn't want to talk about districts tonight or tomorrow night. We've still got 2 more ball games here in the regular season. Good job by Jackson Moore. Could have been a turnover there by the Mules, and Jackson Moore, right place at the right time. Williams now gets it to Settle. Back to Williams inside the paint, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul coming up. This one will be on Chris LaChance. And that'll be the 4th team foul by the Rebels. Eric Wallace is tuning in. Glad to have him alongside. He is tuning in out in the great state of Washington. How are things going, my friend? Glad to have you alongside tonight. Nice crowd joining us here on social media. 2 more regular season games, and that's it. And then we're going to get to districts. Good jumper there from the elbow by Williams, coming up on the 2-minute mark. So we're about a minute away right now from our radio audience joining us. Going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up on Park Hills. It'll be on Chris Wesley.
His second. 15 foul, substitution for Central, number 33, Justin Robinson.
We're about to get to our radio audience here, so you may hear the mic go silent for just a moment. That's only because we're going to be introducing our radio audience to our program here tonight. 1:42 to play here in the ball game. It is a 60-46 ball game, 14-point ball game. The JV Mules making the long trip to Park Hills, and they're in good position to come away with a big win here tonight. Under 90 seconds to play here in the ball game. LaChance going to have it taken away. Edmondson up ahead to Settle. Settle goes in and knocks it down. It's now a 62-48 game.
Substitution for Poplar Bluff, number 2, Bryson Faulkner.
1:15 to go here in the ball game. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pause here on the video side for just a moment, and we're gonna introduce our radio broadcast. And good evening and welcome everybody to Central Park Hills as Poplar Bluff right now and the Rebels out of Central Park Hills are about to do battle coming up in a mere matter of moments. And right now we are just finishing up the JV side of things. It is a 60-51 ball game. I'm Frankie Castile. Alongside once again is Tim Hicks. He is on the camera. We are all set up and we are ready to go. As Poplar Bluff right now is the JV side of things. They are up by 9 points. It is a 60-51 ball game. Once again, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. So make sure, if you don't mind, if you're watching us on social media, make sure and hit that share button for us. We want to reach as many people as we can. Already a great audience here already that are watching us on YouTube as well as on Facebook. So glad to be here. I see Coach Will Durden. He is there in the tunnel. Jackson Moore, there is that baseball style pass. Boy, good job there by Roland, just getting it out, and a foul going to be called on the Rebels of Park Hills. It'll be the 16th foul, which means the next foul the Mules are going to be in the bonus. Travis Gowan is tuning in. He is watching from home. Glad to have you alongside, Travis. By the way, Travis, what an unbelievable win the other night for the Lady Mules. Am I right on that? A buzzer beater over a state-ranked team in Farmington. I believe it was Kennedy Zagainer knocking down a buzzer beater to give our Lady Mules a big win as they get ready for districts as well. Free throw is up and it is good for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Micah Insko with a big free throw there. It's now a 10-point ball game. Knocks down the second one as well. It is a 62-51 ball game. Poplar Bluff JV Mules are about to come away with the win here at Central Park Hills. I know, Travis, I've heard so many great things about that ball game against Farmington. I tell you what, I don't know about you, Travis, but this Lady Mules team, who knows? They might be able to make a run in districts. What do you think, Travis? You're there at every game. I think the Lady Mules, though, could surprise a lot of people. They're playing very well right now. Confidence has got to be at an all-time high. It doesn't matter. Throw out the regular season records this time of year. It's all about what you can do right now, and I think our Lady Mules team, they are coming on very strong at the right time. And I still feel like, Travis, that the Lady Mules, I still feel like, are not playing their best basketball yet, and they're still searching for that. If they hit their stride right here and right now, who knows how far that team can go. Jackson Moore going to walk to the other end of the floor for the free throws coming up by 11 with 29.5 seconds left. Knocks down that free throw. It is now a 12-point ball game again. By the way, John Scott will join us coming up here tonight also. He is sitting by his lovely wife right now. He'll come up and join us in a few moments. It is a 64-51 ball game. Insco is going to be called for the personal foul for the Mules, and that'll be their 7th team foul. Both teams are in the bonus now. It'll be a 1-1 coming up for the Rebels and Ty Dalton. First one is up, and it is good as well. 64-52 the score. That's a great thing, Travis. They keep their heads in the game. Man, I'm rooting for them. I am so rooting for the Lady Mules to stun some people in Class 6. That would be awesome. Mules are going to draw the contact there. Another foul coming up for Park Hills. It'll still be a 1-1 coming up. 25.4 seconds. All that remains here in the ball game. Central Park Hills, they are pumped up, and poor Coach Durden, he is standing right there in the tunnel with all the Rebels players. He knows what's at stake here tonight. He knows how hard this game could be for the Mules. And what's ironic is the last 8 out of 10 ball games that we have played, they've all been against ranked opponents. How bizarre is that? How much of a tough schedule does that tell you right there? Mules lead by 13 points. 8 out of 10 teams we have faced the last 10 ball games have all been ranked opponents. You all right, Tim? "17 seconds and counting." Boy, good job defensively there by the Mules. No foul is called by Bryson Paulkner there. That was a good defensive move. 15.4 seconds is all that remains. Mules JV going to come away with the win. Jackson Moore gets the rebound. The Mules can just let this one go. They're going to go up for the 2 points. And Blaze Rowland with the birdie there inside the paint. The Mules at JV picking up a big win, 68-53, the final score here on the JV side of things. So in just a moment, we're going to be joined by head coach Will Durden of the Mules. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick timeout here on the radio and on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll come right back and we'll be interviewing the head coach. And it is varsity action. Bluff and the Rebels are on the way. You're watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we are back, and the Mules have just now taken the floor, and so have the Rebels out of Central Park Hills. And we are going to get ready here for live action here. Congratulations to the junior varsity boys as they were able to pick up a big win here tonight over the Rebels of Central Park Hills. And I tell you what, Tim, I may have went off and forgot my pen. Go figure that. No, it's cool. I got a pencil. That's all that matters. I come unprepared here today. Tim and I were in a hurry to get out of Bluff, and the reason why, it's not because we were running out of time. It was because we actually wanted to go to eat at a great restaurant here before we came to the gymnasium. Kind of our fault, kind of my fault for rushing him along. Nevertheless, I see Coach Will Durden is down there on the bench. He may not be coming up here today. He is down there he's down there collecting his thoughts, it looks like, as the Mules and the Rebels get ready to do battle coming up in just a few moments. We're going to get you to who we believe are going to be the starting five. We will do that here in just a moment. I'll tell you what, one thing is for sure. John Scott sending me some text messages. He is down, sitting there next to his wife. He is collecting his thoughts as well. So let's talk about who we believe are going to be the starting five. And let's start with the Rebels out of Park Central, out of Central Park Hills. And of course, the Rebels are coming in at state ranked number 4 in the state of Missouri. And man, they've got some firepower. Their last game, by the way, they took on St. Genevieve, and they had no problems in that ball game. They were able to jump out to a clear lead, and they were able to maintain that lead, eventually going to get a big win, 80-55 in that ball game. They were led by 2 individuals. Joby Bryant, 27 points. He's only a junior, by the way. Caden Casey's got 20 points. He is also So here tonight, the Mules, Caden Casey, or I should say for the Rebels, at 80 points, 47 came for 2 individuals. They are the leading scorers in their respective when it comes to their points in all. And you look at also what Central Park Hills has done this season to this point, 3 losses. They've lost to Festus, opening game of the season, MICDS back on January 10th. They also lost to Cape Central, and they lost that game by a score of 80-71, and that took place a few nights ago on the 21st. Entering tonight's game for the Rebels, they are averaging 71 points on offense and only giving up about 51 points. They are 8-0 in their MAAA conference, and of course they have won 3 straight district championships. That is the Rebels out of Central Park Hills. That's who we're up against here tonight. And you look at the starting 5 overall for the Rebels, and we're going to be joined now by head coach Will Durden first off, and then we'll get to our starters. Coach, tell me how the trip up here was tonight for your boys as you guys get ready yet again to face another state-ranked team.
Wasn't a bad trip. It seemed like we're at Groundhog Day. Everything just happens over and over again. Nice trip up. I mean, hopefully we're ready to play. The guys have been working hard. Like I said, we're just competing to where, next week the records are 0-0, and we just want to keep it coming out and playing hard.
We're not going to look at past this ball game, but Coach, coming up in the districts, am I the only one that feels this way? But I like our chances coming up next week. I really do.
I think we got a shot. We definitely got a shot. I mean, got the 4 seeds, so it was right there in the middle. It's about where I thought we were going to be. It all depends on our mindset going into the game. The kids are still excited about playing, so that's half the battle at this time of the year. The grind's long, season's long, but these kids are still excited about coming in and practicing, and the coaching staff loves that.
This team that we're going to face here tonight, they are quick. They're being led by a junior, a 6'1 junior, and Joby Bryant. How do you stop him? But it seems like when the offense goes, it all goes through Bryant.
Yeah, they got, three pretty good guards, Bryant, Williams, and I think it's number 3.
Yeah, Caden Casey.
Yeah, they're all three good. They all put it on the floor pretty good, and they just make things happen for the team, and we got to keep them in front and fill the middle when we have. And then they got a couple good guys that just role players. That's why they won as many games they had this year. They're a good team, well coached.
You going to go with your normal 5 or going to mix things up here tonight?
We've been mixing things up most of the year, so we're not going to change things. We got to try to match up to what they have and try to guard. So.
Well, let's ask you maybe the easiest question of the night to beat this team out of Central Park Hills. What's it going to come down to in your mind?
We're going to have to fill the middle on defense and check shots.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys afterwards.
All right, thanks.
Head Coach Will Durden joining us live on the pregame presented by First Midwest Bank. Under 9 minutes now until we tip off. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll put that cord up. We'll put that cord. You want to get that cord in the – yeah, we'll do that. We're having some issues, not on my end per se, but we're having some issues with our scoreboard. So what we'll do is Tim's going to make a modification. This is just for the video side of things. We'll make a modification. That way, hopefully, that should take care of pretty much everything when it comes to our feed here on the Facebook and YouTube part of things. We want those that are watching us right now on YouTube and on Facebook to be able to know what the score is at all time, and especially know how much time is left in the ball game. Let's go ahead now and get to our starting lineups here. The Rebels, they are coming in being coached by Brad Gross. He is a third-year coach at Central Park Hills with a record of 57 wins and 20 losses. That is a winning percentage to this point of .740. And we believe he's going to start 3 juniors and 2 seniors off the bench here. We believe it'll be number 0, Colin McMullen. He is a 6'1" senior. Number 1, Kenan Harlow, a 6' junior. And also number 15, Tristan Stewart, a 6'4" senior. That's who we believe are going to be the first off the bench. Starting 5, we believe it'll be similar to what he has had pretty much all season. And that is the 3 juniors and 2 seniors. Number 3, Caden Casey. He is a 6'1" junior. Number 11, Joby Bryant, 6'1" junior. Number 20, Kendall Horton, a 6'2" senior. Number 23, Zach Boyd, a 6'4" junior. Number 34, and that is Mason Williams. He is a 6'2" senior. Looking at the Mules here tonight and what they bring to the table. They're being coached by Will Durden. He is in his 10th season, or I should say he is in his 11th season. And his assistant coaches are Aaron Duncan, Dominique Hardiman. Coach Durden has a record of 165 to 113, a winning percentage of .594. And the Mules, by the way, trying to win a district championship dating back to 2020 and 2021. The Mules coming in tonight with a record of 9-13, and we'll see if they can make anything happen tonight off the bench. Isaiah Neville, number 1, 6'1" junior. Number 14, David Durbin, number 3, Gavin Rivers, a 6'4" senior. Also, number 13, Preston Moore, 6'4" junior. And number 24, Marlon Hitman Roberson. He is a 6' junior. The starting 5, we believe here tonight, it'll end up being 2 juniors, 2 seniors, and 1 sophomore. Number 2, Darius Graham. He is a 6' junior. Also, number 10 rather, Torrance Williams, a 6'5" junior. Number 14, David Durbin, a 6'2" senior. And number 30, Brendan Durden, a 6' sophomore. And number 33, Jack Scott. He is a 6'6" senior. Those are the starting 5 and the first off the bench for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Under 5 minutes to go before we tip off high school basketball. And let's go back to, I kind of neglected Facebook for just a moment. Sorry about that. TJ Neal is tuning in. Let's go Mules. Yes, I am ready, Travis, to see the JV got their part done. You can sit right there, John. I got you your own space, all to yourself. Your wife told me that we need some time apart, so we decided to put a whole state between you and I.
I like this, Frankie. We got all kinds of room to hang out up here.
Now, wait a minute. You're going to come up here, and you're going to bring a water, and you don't bring me a water?
Nope.
And that's the good water, too.
These are hard times, Frankie.
And here I brought you a green drink.
Yeah, that green drink.
You want to smell this green drink again tonight?
Man, I'm just getting over that last green drink I smelled about whenever that was, a week ago.
But you've not had any cold-like symptoms, have you?
No,
it got rid of all that
I
stuff.
slept like a baby all week.
I guarantee you have. So let's talk about the Mules here tonight, John. And I'm starting a rumor tonight. We're taking on the number 4 team in the state in Class 4. Mules are ranked number 2 in Class 6. I've said it. There you go.
Absolutely they are. We're ranked number 1 in this gym tonight for sure.
Hey, I'm going to give you this drink right here. Look at that camera right there. Just take a big swig of it for me.
You ain't getting my drink. I'm going to drink it. One of these days, I am going to drink your drink. I'm going to do it.
Hang on a second. I'll drink it for you.
Oh, Lord.
Boy, I tell you what, this thing, it smells good. But tonight, on a more serious note, 2 more games. Hard to believe, John, that we're almost to the districts for the Mules already this year.
Yeah, it's crazy, Frankie. Fast season, a little weird with the weather and the makeup games, but it's wild, Frankie. It really is. And, having my son on the team as a senior has been a little bit difficult as it gets down here to the end of the season. But Mules are playing good ball right now. They've gotten better as the season has gone on. They're coming together a little bit. I feel like the last few games, I wasn't at the Charleston game, but I was able to watch it thanks to you guys. And they look good, man. And I think we're coming together just at the right time.
Do you need seriously? Do you need me to go to break and get you some tissues as we make our way through tomorrow night?
I don't know if I'll make it, Frankie. I probably will, though.
What I want to know is, Tim, if you don't mind, can you switch back to that camera there, that on-board camera? And why are you sitting up straight forward, John?
Well, I got to get ready. See, I didn't realize.
What I want to know, for those of you that are watching us on social media right now, whether it's Facebook and YouTube, like Travis Gowan, he'll get a kick out of this. What I want to know is, how is it possible that John has a clean area here? Okay, hold on. He has nothing. But over here on my side, I've got 2 different iPads and 2 computers to go off of.
Frank,
how does that work?
I've got it all right up here. I don't need anything. I just got it all here. I show up, everything's ready to go. You got me on the crack, though. I'm not sure about that. Look at this. Right here on this crack. If I order a pizza, I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to have to slide it over that way.
So we had to renegotiate your contract for next year. So what I want to know is, how was you able to renegotiate, considering you've got more room than anybody?
You're trying to butter me up. It's my free agency right now.
Free agency.
And now you're giving me all this space. Now I'm going to feel bad for holding out.
That's how we should do the ball game the rest of this whole night. We'll leave that double screen up. We'll have you on screen, John, in the upper right or left-hand corner, and you'll have me doing all the work.
Oh, I don't know. I got a face for radio. Isn't that what they say, Frankie?
Your lovely wife told me that you were going to start helping out and pulling your weight around here, but I'm trying to figure out what that weight is.
I'll tell you what, Frankie. I will vow for this. I'll start mixing up the green drink. How about that?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Don't worry about the green drink.
Never mind, Kendra. I'll take care of it myself.
I'll bring that one up. Friday night, Sykeston game, I'll bring us a gallon jug of some green drink.
I'll tell you what, looking at you on camera right now, it's pretty funny because you've got this whole area all to yourself. You're sitting there, all this room, and
yes.
I'm like scrunched up.
I'll take a nap later.
I hear you. We've got under a minute. By the way, can I say one thing real fast? We're still on camera, right? I do want to say, because I'll say it again tomorrow, I want to wish a happy early birthday to Grandma Jackie. Coming up next weekend, she'll be the big 90.
Oh, big 90. That's good, man. That's getting there. I like it.
See, I didn't say the actual number. You did. So you're in the doghouse. I just said 90.
Well, I like it.
All right, we're going to go down courtside for the playing of our national anthem, and then we'll come back with our starting lineups. is our national anthem. And now we are about ready for the opening lineups here tonight between Poplar Bluff and between the Rebels of Park Hill Central. Tony Webb is tuning in tonight. He says, let's go Mules, take care of business. So now we're going to go down at courtside.
At guard, number 2,
Darius Graham is going to get that starting nod here tonight.
At guard, number 3, Gavin.
Oh, Gavin Rivers will come out and get the start here tonight.
At guard, number 14,
David Durbin will get the start as well. Nice little headband there he's got going on, rocking the black hairband. Number 30, Brendan Durden, and number 10, Torrance Williams. Starting 5 tonight for Coach Will Durden and the Poplar Bluff Mules. And now we're going to get to the starting 5 here for Central Park Hills.
Moment to recognize and congratulate Joe Bryant for surpassing 1,500 points in career. Congratulations, Joe.
So Joby Bryant is being awarded here tonight. That's an unbelievable young man, only a junior, by the way.
Now starting lineups for Central. At guard, number 3,
Caden Casey, the guard, coming out. Their same starting 5 is pretty much
11, Joe Bryant.
Joby Bryant, or Job Bryant, rather.
At guard, number 34, Mason Williams.
Mason Williams, number 34, getting the start.
At forward, number 20, Kendall Horton.
Number 20, Kendall Horton. And Tristan Stewart is going to get the nod here tonight. So we were 8 out of 10 when it comes to our starting lineups here tonight. So there you go, a starting 5 now on the floor for both teams. And we are about ready here tonight. So in the middle is Torrance Williams. It is Caden Casey, and we are about ready to get underway. It's going to be, nope, not yet, false start. Give me a flag on that, 5 yards.
Illegal procedure. Torrance has a good 6 inches on this kid.
I think so. And it's going to be the second time around the Rebels are going to control the tip. Oh, going to be a turnover off the bat. They're going to say they thought maybe the Mules may have touched it last, but that's not going to be the case.
What do they say, Frankie? Ball don't lie on that one.
That's right. Ball doesn't lie. We're underway. I'm Frankie Castile, John Scott tonight. Also, Tim Hicks doing a magnificent job on the old camera and the scoreboard. I've got 4 screens in front of me, and John Scott's got a whopping 0.
I got some expensive glasses on so I can almost
a
see
big
this.
3-point basket there following the miss.
Nice.
Boy, Brendan Durden, that was a nice jump shot there as Gavin Rivers got the assist. The Mules now out to a 3-point lead. Tell you what, this team, Mason Williams steps inside the paint there, knocks down the easy bunny. It is a 3-2 lead. Gavin Rivers is going to be out of bounds on the Mules, and Bluff turns it over to the Rebels. It is a 3-2 lead right now. Tell you what, in this gym, and those of you watching us on Facebook and YouTube, here live in person, it looks kind of foggy in here, does it not?
It does look foggy, and it's cold in here, Frankie. It's getting cold. The wind's blowing.
I'm not cold. Well, I've got a jacket on, too, so that's probably why.
It's a little bit cool in here. It's an interesting gym, old gym.
It is.
Got some history.
3-point basket by Horton is no good. A good rebound there by Torrance Williams. Oh, it's going to be a taken away there by Stewart. Another turnover by the Mules. Mindy Wilson says, let's go Mules. A 3-point basket off the mark by Bryant. Boy, good rebound by the Rebels. And, I thought that was going to be a block there by Durden, but instead it may wind up and cost him a foul. It is going to be a foul on Durden. That'll be the first team foul for the Mules. Mules lead at 3-2, so Stewart now going to go to the free throw line. Here this season on the free throw line, Stewart, he is about 76%, and he makes the first one there, ties the ball game up at 3 apiece.
You look at the Rebels, they're obviously a good team, and Warrington has won a lot of games this year, but when you look at them, they don't look that athletic. It's interesting.
But they get the offensive rebound there, and boy, that's a big 3-point basket by Mason Williams. That's a big reason why they are 22-3. The offensive rebounding, they're getting about 14 offensive rebounds a game. And there's a big steal by Bryant to Williams. And Williams goes back up top, and we're going to get a timeout called by the Mules. It is a quickly 8-0 run by the Rebels. This one is a 30-second timeout by Poplar Bluff. All right, John, what have you seen so far in the first literally 1 minute and 47 seconds?
Well, it's the guard play right now. The defense for the Rebels, those two guards, really quick on the ball, good defense. They're tough right at half court. They're not pressing full court. They're doing that kind of half court pressure, but they swarm and get the ball out. And then, yes, as you mentioned, the offensive rebounds. They've been getting offensive rebounds all night and hitting shots.
8-3 now the score. So Durbin now going to inbound to Gavin Rivers. Rivers now, there's a good double team. We'll see if the Mules can break this press. They are not going to be able to. Stewart takes it out of midair. Oh, good job there by Durden as he's able to get it right back. Gavin Rivers goes up. Yes, sir. Gavin Rivers lays it in. And now it's an 8-5 lead now. That was a good move by Gavin Rivers. Oh, could have been offensive foul. No call. May have been a good no call there as Caden Casey along the wing knocks it down 10-5.
Boy, Gavin Rivers so quick with the ball, man.
Very quick.
Break.
Darius Graham throws it inside to Gavin Rivers. He goes up and can't get the shot to go down. Gets his own putback. Goes in and scores. It is 10-7 now, the score. Boy, good job there by Torrance Williams. Little unforced turnover there. So now the Mules coming, or I should say the Rebels rather, coming back the other way. Shot is up and good.
I got a nice touch. Park Hill's got some nice touch.
He absolutely, oh, what a move by Torrance Williams.
Nice.
Williams with a big jumper. It is 12-9 the score. Twelve to 9 is the score. On the other end, Casey inside the paint.
They shoot it well. They really shoot the ball
They really
well.
do. They don't miss a lot of shots. 14-9 is the score. Boy, some fast-paced action quickly here. Jack Scott going to check in the next time around for the Mules. Gavin Rivers had a little bit of space and then got double-teamed. His basketball IQ is off the charts. Williams there with the big steal. Another turnover there by the Mules. Already 5 turnovers here in the first quarter, John. Three-point basket is off the mark. No good by Mason Williams. Durden with the big rebound. And David Durden nearly had it pickpocketed there. Brendan Durden for the outside is going to be short. Good offensive rebound by Torrance Williams, and he's got 4 points on the night. It is now 14-11.
One foul in the game so far, Frank.
One foul. Torrance Williams has been lethal from the rebounding here of late.
Oh, yes. Yes, he's come alive.
Big bucket there, no good by Casey. And the rebound by Tristan Stewart. He goes up and scores it 16-11 now. So Roberson going to come in for Coach Durden also. Gavin Rivers now to Brendan Durden. Gavin Rivers, he was going to go baseline. 3:06 to play first quarter. Mules trail 16-11. Gavin Rivers from downtown. Oh, it rims out. That was on the way down, it seemed like. And now Horton gets it over to Bryant. Bryant, 2 points here in the ball game. Goes near the elbow. He'll shoot it from the elbow and score it. Boy, he is so hard to defend.
Those guys shoot it so well.
18-11 now the score.
They've been a whistle in 2 minutes.
Torrance Williams, there's a whistle. Going to get a whistle and a foul. This one going to be on Horton, I believe, and that'll be the first team foul by the Rebels. They're going to say it was going to be on the floor, so it's not in the act of shooting, they're saying. Gavin Rivers and Torrance Williams is going to take a seat. Also, Brendan Durden checks out, and Preston Moore checks in. Boy, Preston Moore, he has had a really good season to this point. Cannon Harlow is in the ball game now. Oh, what a good move there by Preston Moore. Thought that was going to rim in. It did not.
Really quick on the shot.
Bryant is going to go up, and he'll draw some contact, and that'll be team foul number 2 now for the Mules.
That's something Preston's got, he's worked on, is that real quick, explosive turnaround shot, really quick, gets up fast.
Yes, he has.
Almost had that one in.
So Preston Moore going to pick up the foul. First one is up and good by Bryant. It is now 19-11. Have I told you how good this team is at a Park Hills?
I thought you were going to say how good your green drink is.
Oh, my green drink is on fire tonight, let me tell you.
Yeah, Park Hills, when I haven't seen them play this year at all. They shoot the ball so well, those guards. Smaller team, and they just shoot lights out.
There's a turnover again by the Mules. It's 20-11 the score.
I mean, all that guy right there, Lord.
And we're going to get a whistle here.
Full timeout taken by
Bryant, he is just so good. He's able to create space. 22-11 the score. And the Mules quickly with another 30-second timeout. Our timeouts here being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge in Poplar Bluff. Also, our basketball game tonight presented by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. Also being brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, Air Solutions, and being brought to you by First Choice Insurance. Oh, no.
Let's hear it.
No. Oh, my daughter sent me a clip of my son. He's got a basketball game tonight against Neelyville.
Uh-oh.
Have I told you that kid's allergic to defense?
He's working on his NBA resume.
Oh, my goodness. Darius Graham, that's a big shot for him. Boy, the Mules are having trouble right now rebounding. Good job by Preston Moore. Ball still on the floor. Isaiah Neville in the ball game. Roberson with the left hand goes up and scores.
Oh, Park Hill is so fast getting back.
And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul.
Foul on Jack, but it wasn't a bad foul. The guy was going to shoot a layup.
22-15 the score. And that'll be on Jack Scott, as you said. 3 team fouls now for the Mules. Torrance Williams is going to check in here momentarily. He'll come in for Jack Scott. Also back in the ball game is Casey. Mason Williams will take a seat. 23-15. Make that 20, just make it 24. What do you say, John? 24-15.
Let's make it 24-15, Frankie.
I can't get over just how quick this team is.
Oh, they get back so fast, and they shoot so well. It's not like bomb threes. I mean, they're shooting that little short, kind of mid-range shot, and it's just nothing but net every time. Quick, really quick team.
So back in for the Mules is Gavin Rivers. Or make that Brendan Durden rather is back in. Oh, what a move by Durden. Thought that was going to go in, but good move by Roberson. And Roberson gets a couple of more points. He's got 4 here in the quarter. 24-17, and we're going to get a whistle here. Offensive foul on the Rebels. And that'll be on Zach Boyd. Mules are down by a touchdown. Miss Joanne Hicks is tuning in. That's Tim's amazing mom. There's a steal there by Bryant. Goes up and scores it.
Bryant, that's a name. There's a name we're going to hear tonight.
He's only a junior too. He's got already 12 points. Good pull-up jumper by Torrance Williams. Tell you what, the Mules are only down by 7 points, John.
No problem. We got them right where we want them.
Harlow now. Outside to Casey. Casey guarded by Brendan Durden. He's got 3 points. He actually made the first 3 points here of the ball game. Casey now. 22 seconds and counting here in the first quarter of play. They may be playing for one shot. Bryant now will switch off of Casey. Isaiah Neville, boy, he's got a hard assignment here tonight.
Yeah, that's good.
How do you guard this young man?
You don't.
He gets some space, goes inside the paint. It's too strong. Got his own rebound and still is able to go up.
Yeah, you don't like that.
And get the 2 points. 14 points out of their 28 here in the first quarter. We're going to take a minute timeout and come back at the end of one. Mules trail 28-19 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is a family-owned one-stop shop for fast, friendly, and affordable automotive services with the latest tools and technology as well as their time-tested automotive knowledge. They're guaranteed to get your vehicle fixed without breaking the bank.
Larry Hillis is a proud sponsor of Mule Sports. Local sports, local fans, and local business. A winning combination.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by
so we are
experienced
back here.
technicians.
And by
Ask
the way,
about our
real
veteran
quick,
and first
John,
responder
you
discounts.
might be
Call
fired
Patriot Auto
coming
Glass
up
today
in district
at
time.
573.
I was told by Miss Faith Durden that when the Mules play for first place, you're out, she's in.
Hey, Frankie, that's fine with me. We just need to get a nice severance package together for me. And
she won't even look over my direction.
That's right. I know it's kind of past my bedtime anyway. I could head on home, check this on the radio.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you leave, Tim and I got to pack up and go home. Our contract says we can't work alone.
Well, I got all this space up here.
Yeah, I know. You might as well take a nap.
Enjoy it, man.
Torrance Williams. Oh, it's going to be blocked. Oh, by Horton. Horton got the block. On the other end, three-point basket is going to be off the mark, but Horton again, offensive rebound, goes up and scores it. 30-19 the score. That is Horton's first bucket of the ball game. Boy, the Mules right now, they are having a lot of issues when it comes to how to get points right now. Mules are doing everything they can at 30-19. This is a really good team from Central. They haven't had a bad team, I think, since 1970. Darius Graham with a big jumper, his fourth point of the game. And the Mules need that one. They need every point right now. They got to figure out a way to get on Brian. He's got 14 points and 4 rebounds. Good ball movement there is Mason Williams. Boy, Mason Williams has 7, 14 by Bryant. Those two combine 21.
This guy getting a rebound.
Oh my goodness, Williams misses it. Bryant another rebound. That's his 5th one of the ball game so far.
You know, it's hard. They say, you know, you can't, one guy won't beat you, but man, this guy might.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
With these rebounds, I mean, scoring's one thing, but getting those rebounds.
And Roberson going to be called for the personal foul. It seems like every team that we play, they always have a 1-2 combo.
They sure do, Frankie. They sure do. This team's quick, and one would hope they might run out of gas, but I kind of feel like they won't. But that 11's having a, I mean, he had a great first quarter.
Oh, my goodness,
and
14 points so far.
Yeah, Lord, he's a player.
Casey up and good. And for the Rebels, we're going to see Tristan Stewart back in the ball game as Zach Boyd will take a seat. Second free throw is coming up. 10-point ball game, make it 11 points now. 32-21. Mules have 3 timeouts. The Rebels have all 5 of theirs. Torrance, backdoor, try to backdoor pass it. Instead, it's a turnover instead. And now we're going to see Gavin Rivers back in the ball game. He'll come in for Roberson. 6:35 to go here in the first half. 32-21 to score.
11 points isn't terrible considering we've been pretty flat so far in the first half, and these guys have been shooting the lights out. Here we go.
This time Bryant misses, but there's another offensive rebound.
Too many rebounds.
By Casey, and now Bryant again is going to get fouled in the process.
On the 3.
They're going to say, they're trying to say goaltending as well, but I don't think that was goaltending.
Nah, it was short. It was way short.
The official who's calling the foul I thought he was going to walk over to one of the officials and ask for goaltending, but it's not going to be goaltending. I don't see how that's goaltending.
15th foul by number 11, Joe Bryant, shooting 3.
Well, they called the foul on Gavin Rivers, but Rivers wasn't even involved in that play. That was Preston Moore.
Preston Moore committed the foul. There, they got it right.
They got it right now. Yeah, they got it right. Okay, I was going to say that's his second personal.
Kid may score 40 tonight.
That's very much possible. Preston Moore going to take a seat. David Durbin is back in. The scoreboard here still has there. Now they changed it. Okay, I was going to say. And Bryant misses that rebound. Torrance Williams picks up the rebound as Bryant missed it. Durden, wide open three. This one is off the mark. It's no good. Another rebound by Bryant. He's got 16 points. Another offensive rebound by Stewart. Stewart is no good on the shot, but it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by, thought that was that last touch by the Mules, to be honest with you.
Well, we'll take it.
You know what? We'll take it.
We'll take it.
I'm just saying. I'm an equal opportunist.
Who's to say for sure, Frankie?
Torrance Williams, a long two. This one is no good.
Not a great shot selection right there. I'll say that. You know, we can chip away at this. I mean, it's early enough in the game.
Three-point basket is no good by Williams. Good rebound by Darius Graham. He went high for that one. He goes up and scores. Count it, and the bucket. What a move by Darius Graham. Tell you what, I know it looks bad right now. If you look at these statistics, right now the Rebels, John, already 8 offensive rebounds. They've got more offensive rebounds. Well, they're a -1. Mules have 9 rebounds total. The Rebels have 8 offensive rebounds as a team.
Well, we're just kind of wearing them out on that early in the game. They get used to it, lull them into it. Second half, we're a second half team, Frankie, no question.
Yes, we are. So now it's a 10-point ball game now as the Mules, once again, they're climbing back here in this ball game. Oh, what a move inside. What a move inside.
Smart pass.
Zach Boyd, right place, the right time. Darius Graham's shot is no good. Here comes
he carried
Bryant now.
And everything else.
Bryant misses the shot, rebounded by Darius Graham.
Suitcase.
And a turnover on the Mules as well. 36-24 the score. Some people don't like that call.
You know, Park Hills reminds me, I'll tell you the story sometime, Frankie, about how I almost got beaten up by a woman carrying a baby from Park Hills. I mean, the woman from Park Hills. I don't know where the baby is from, but she
have you been to a city yet where you've not been thrown?
Well, it wasn't the best part. I wasn't at Park Hills when it happened. We were in Sykeston, and I wasn't sure what county I was in, so I was a little worried about going to jail. But I was more worried about getting beaten up by a baby. I mean, a woman carrying a baby. And I told her, I suggested to the lady that she put the baby down, and I thought it was funny, and she didn't think it was funny at all.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a soccer game, Frankie. Soccer, you know, people get excited.
Yeah. People love their soccer.
Park Hills people especially.
Brendan Durden with the floater is no good. Scott got the rebound and then the foul.
He's kind of learned that. Just go straight back up and get fouled. And he said, he tells me every single time you get it down low like that, they're going to hack you. So you just got to try to get the shot off and make a free throw.
So Horton picks up the foul. The Mules now will be in the bonus the next time around. His first free throw is up and no good by Jack Scott.
Be doing laundry later.
Isaiah Neville's going to check in now. Darius Graham stays in the ball game. Roberson as well. Also David Durbin in for Poplar Bluff. Second one coming up here, and this one is up. Didn't even touch the net. It went in and looked good.
All right, he's off laundry duty.
He's off laundry. He's going to vacuum, though, but not laundry.
Right. He can wash my car.
Three-point basket is no good. This one is going to be out of bounds. I tell you what, the Mules are being fortunate on that one because I thought Neville may have got a hand on it, but what do I know? The green drink is blinding me.
That's right, Ricky. You better either take another drink or quit drinking it altogether.
I guarantee it. Darius Graham in the corner. I don't know how Coach Gross feels from Park Hills, but maybe it's time to sub in Bryant. Maybe he needs to go on the bench for a while. Boy, what a big shot that was by Isaiah Neville.
Nice. You know, Frankie, we got it down to 10 right here. We get single digits, get it close at half. This kid, I'm going to knock on my big space up here. This kid can't stay this hot the whole game.
I beg your pardon? Williams.
I forbid it.
Williams going up. What a finish. What a finish with Williams.
They have some great individual players on this team.
They really do. 40. Isaiah Neville's shot is no good. A good move by Jack Scott. He gets the foul in the process.
Let's see him just dunk that. Frankie, what do you think?
I would love to see him dunk it.
But we'll take free throws.
Zach Boyd is going to pick up the foul. And Jack Scott now will shoot some more free throws. He is 1 of 2 on the night. First one is up. It's good.
He's worked on those a little. He's heard me casually suggest that free throws would be nice to make.
That is not what I was told. I was told that for every free throw he misses, you make him do laps in the parking lot.
Just a subtle reminder that free throws are free.
Oh, good job there as it's going to go off of Boyd, and the Mules are going to retain possession. So the Mules did not get the free throw to go in. However, they can cut this lead down below 9 points on this possession. 3:27 to play.
Oh, we got to be quick.
Oh, nearly a steal. It may still be a steal. Boyd, it's going to be a turnover. Boy, the Mules got lucky on that one.
These guys have got unbelievably quick hands, man. These guys will drive you crazy. Little bandits right here.
I'm going to have to contest Brian. I want to see a birth certificate on him.
Yeah, no kidding.
He might be in his 20s.
He played in Europe last year. Pretty sure he played in the European League. Europe. There's a couple of those guys from Cape, a couple guys from Jackson. They all played in the European League. Nice.
Yeah, it's moved by Gavin Rivers. It's down to within 9. Good move there by Gavin Rivers. He thought we were in the WWE for a second.
One thing about this team, they will not quit.
No.
They never quit. That's a real characteristic of a Durden coach team is even when things go wrong, go bad, they will never quit, and they'll play hard till the last buzzer. So, man, 9 points, 3 minutes left in the first half. Considering that Park Hills has got 40 points and we're only down 9, that's not bad.
It really isn't. Bryant, good job there by the Mules defensively. Don't let Bryant touch it. Williams with a big shot. Oh, he got it in the corner.
Oof. Oof.
It is 43. Kevin Rivers, his shot is off, no good. Rebounded here by Caden Casey. Casey now. Oh, what a big block by Torrance Williams as Casey goes up. And the Mules are going to be, I should say, the Rebels, rather, are going to touch it last.
Nice block.
It was a very good block.
Get that out of here.
Boy, the Rebels are shooting at 2 out of 11 from downtown, 50%, 16 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds here in the first half. Durden on the inbound, no good on the shot. Another rebound by Bryant.
A little bit rushed.
Boy, Bryant already 8 rebounds here in the first half to go along with 16 points.
Boy, so quick. That kid is quick.
Bryant goes up and draws contact. And he's going to go back to the free throw line. This one, I believe, is going to be on Brendan Durden. It is going to be on him. His second team's at 7. So Bryant, 16 points in the ballgame. He is already 6 out of 7 on the free throw line tonight.
That kid's a junior.
He's only a junior.
Makes his free throws. He's got a really good game, man. Shoots the ball extremely well and so quick. It's funny how some kids just, I mean, he doesn't look like an imposing athlete. He doesn't look like it. He's strong, but man, he's just a head and shoulders above these kids.
He really is. 44-31 the score. 17 points by Bryant. Oh, what a good move by Torrance Williams. He's got 8 points here in the ball game. He's going to go coast to coast.
Cover a lot of ground.
44-33 now. I'm telling you, Mules are only down by 11. It don't seem like it, but they're within striking distance. They've got to be able to offensive rebound, though.
Park Hills gets that position.
Oh, my goodness. Mason Williams again, a big three-pointer.
They're going to hang 50.
Gavin Rivers with a long two.
Is that rule you got, Frankie? First team to 50 in the first half?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
But, hey, man, we're hanging around.
We are hanging around. We're going to go to a quick timeout.
30-second timeout.
And we will be right back with you. 47-35 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
All right, so on the inbound now, following the timeout, Bryant will bring it up the floor. Williams now back in the corner. Good move inside as once again Stewart wide open in the paint. It's 49-35, a 14-point advantage. Isaiah Neville, he goes up. He's got 5 points in the ball game. 49-37. Stacy had a great point. I forgot. You remember this kid, Joby Bryant, right? You remember him, don't you?
I absolutely do. Frankie, tell me. Tell me what I remember.
He's a great football player. We saw him back in August.
Yeah, you're right. No kidding. You're right. Yeah, I remember that game.
We saw him.
I remember that game.
I do too. That was the first game that we had our first issue with our streaming this year. It was magical.
You were a victim.
I about broke every piece of equipment that we have that night. Oh my goodness, Bryant, how do you defend that? Inside the paint, double teamed, 51-37.
What's he got, 20?
Oh, good move by Gavin Rivers. He's got 10. No, he's got 19.
19, well. Holding the 19 in the first half. 51 points.
51-39 is the score. 14 seconds and counting. So Gavin Rivers trying to guard Williams, and Williams is going to draw some contact as he trips and goes to the floor. That's going to be the second on Gavin Rivers.
Offensively, we've had a decent game.
We have.
But defensive rebounds, we've been abysmal. And just, Park Hill's hitting shots. A lot of them open, that little dish down there, a lot of layups. But they're just shooting the lights out, man.
First free throw coming up is no good by Williams. Another offensive rebound by Bryant, and give him 21 points.
And one. Could that have been a worse scenario with 4 seconds left in the first half? No. I mean, nobody got hurt. I guess that would be worse. But you get to let them get the rebound, foul them, and get 3-point play.
2.9 seconds is all that remains here in the first half. 53-39. Bryant with another bucket, another point there. He's got 22 points tonight.
Wonder what his career high is.
I'm afraid to find out. All right, we've reached halftime. We might find out is right. We're going to go to a quick timeout. We're going to come back, and we'll break down the first half. Mules trail 54-39. You're watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Scott Law Firm is experienced in estate planning and the preparation of documents like wills and trusts. Let the Scott Law Firm help you protect your family and pass along your estate according to your terms. Call Scott Law Firm today at 785-4688. Southeast Signs and Graphics of Poplar Bluff can handle all of your printing needs, from t-shirts, wall displays, banners, and so much more. Call their team at 573-772-5566 or get to southeastsignsandgraphics.com.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
All right, so we are back here at halftime. 54-39 is the score, and the Mules right now, they have been out-rebounded, and that's been really the biggest difference here in the first half, has been the rebounds, and it's been, quite frankly, offensive rebounds here in the first half. John, what do you think?
Yeah, it's just been kind of a barrage, man. They talk about running into a buzzsaw. We ran into a buzzsaw right here tonight. Park Hill is really quick and just shooting the lights out. Offensively, they've done pretty much everything they've wanted to do. 54 points in the first half. That's, I believe, at least for this year, that's the most we've allowed in a half, or at least the first half for sure. But you know what? 39 points for us. Offensively, we played pretty well, but defensively, we're going to have to stop number 11. We're going to have to stop that little interior dish. They drive in, they dish it off, shoot a layup. And then we got to get up on guys. We got to get a hand in the face. We got to disrupt the shot. And we have got to, I'll say it again, we have got to get a defensive rebound.
So, looking at the stats there. Good
Is that
job,
fair enough,
John.
Frankie?
I like
Is that clear enough?
That is great
We're going to have a great run in the second half.
Let's talk about the first half. The Rebels here shooting 54%, 3 of 13 from behind the arc. But here's the deal. We've said this now for 3 straight games. Free throws are a big part of this too. Mules, the entire first half, have taken 4 free throw opportunities. How many do you think the Rebels have had so far in the first half?
16.
15. You're close. 11 of 15 overall. 10 offensive rebounds, 8 assists, 6 steals, 1 block shot, and for good measure, 4 turnovers in the first half. They are led by Joby. What was that?
Was
that a fist pump?
Pumped, yes.
Joby Bryant, 22 points in the first half.
22.
And he's also got 9 rebounds. He is 1 rebound away from a double-double.
In the first half.
15 points by Mason Williams. 6 points by Caden Casey. 5 by Tristan Stewart. 2 each from Kendall Horton and Zach Boyd. Take away Joby Bryant. Take away Mason Williams. Whole different ball game.
Oh, yeah. Take away. I like that thought process, Frankie. Take away a few of their players, and we're in it.
We're in it. Absolutely. The Mules shooting, look at this. The Mules are shooting 52% in the first half. 17 of 33, 2 of 7 from behind the arc, 3 out of 4 on the free throw line, 15 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds. They've got 6 assists, also 8 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block shot. They are led in scoring by Gavin Rivers. He's got 10, 8 by Torrance Williams, 7 by Darius Graham. And then from there, 5 points by Isaiah Neville, 4 by Marlon Hitman-Roberson, 3 by Brendan Durden, and 2 by Jack Scott on 2 free throws. That is your scoring right now for the Mules team, and we are down 54-39. As bad as it has been, we're only down by 15. You feel like the Mules, honestly, are about 5 shots away from tying the ball game.
Yeah, that's the 15. That's a 5-possession game, right, Frankie?
I said 5 shots.
There we go. 1, 2. I got to do some math. But no, I mean, one must find the silver lining. And offensively, we've played well. But, man, Park Hills, I don't know whether we're not intense on defense or whether they're just so much quicker. But we step up our defense. We can rattle off some points. We get it down single digits in the third quarter, tighten it up a little bit, and it's anybody's ball game.
So I'll tell you what, we'll see what happens here tonight with the Mules. If they're able to come back or not, they are down by 15 points. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back with the second half. Mules trail 54-39. You're watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Want a career and not just another job? It's waiting for you at Briggs & Stratton. Great pay, great benefits, and continuing education. Everything you and your family deserve. Go to careers.basco.com and look at Poplar Bluff job openings.
Christian Automotive and Tire. Quality name brand tires that you know and trust. They also have ASE certified mechanics that have the training, tools, and knowledge to fix your vehicle right the first time. Business 67 South in Poplar Bluff.
Well, we just got this from Mules Athletic Director Kent Keith, and that is the Lady Mules basketball team lost to Kennett tonight 53-44. Lady Mules going down to the Lady Indians out of Kennett. I also got a message from your lovely wife that said, for this half, we're going to call you the voice of the Mules. We'll let you do play-by-play, and I'm going to sit here and just give a few odds and ends here and there.
How about we just offer musings on life in the universe, talk current events, whatever. People want to ask a question, I'll do my best to come up with something that sounds like an answer.
I have a trivia question for you.
Oh, I miss the old trivia, man. The one I got.
Well, I tell you what, I do miss doing trivia. This one's going to be a current events trivia. What is shot down today over the northern 48?
Oh, that's what was shot down today?
No, what was shut down today or shot down?
Shut down.
No, shot down.
Shot down. Yeah, somebody.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Somebody's birthday balloon.
Oh, another offensive rebound. Boy, good job that time by the Mules. Gavin Rivers, and the Mules are going to end up and throw it away after the Mules were able to get an offensive get a rebound, a good stop.
Nice pass to Jackson Moore. Unfortunately, he was on the bench.
So now the Mules now That made Tim laugh on that one.
I try to get Tim laughing at least once, and I try to get him to tell me to back off of something at least once.
It happens.
When I see his hand come up, I know I'm treading on
It happens a lot. Oh, another move, a good move by Horton as he goes up and scores 2 more. It's now 56-39. Mules now quickly down the floor. Darius Graham in the wing, and this one goes up and scores. He's got 9.
Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Frankie, you see this?
Casey with a big three-pointer. It is 59-41 all of a sudden.
What are these guys ranked 4th in 4A?
They are ranked 4th in 4A.
Yeah, well, I can see why. They play like this every night.
They've only got 3 losses so far this year. Darius Graham, a big three-pointer, is no good. There is your double-double for Mr. Bryant. Oh, a no-look pass. What a no-look pass to Casey.
I mean, come on, that's something.
That's special.
But we're not really.
He drew the contact. You got to give Bryant credit for that one. He tried to sell that one. They had the CMT Awards the other night. The Grammys were a few weeks ago.
Yeah. If it had been a real close game, they'd have probably called a charge on that at Park Hills, but it was the right call.
They got the wait a minute. They got the wrong foul up. They've got that on Williams, on Mason Williams. That's not the correct foul. I thought that was going to be on Bryant. They're going to change. Now they're going to change it. That's twice they've done that tonight.
These refs, Frankie. Kenny Hostler wouldn't have that problem.
He'd have probably teed up the scorebook.
He would throw the scorekeeper out. Scoreboard operator, you're out of here, buddy.
You would have had one chance at this. Darius Graham, his shot is no good. It's rebounded by Tristan Stewart. 61-41. Three-point basket by Casey is no good. Another offensive rebound by Stewart.
Oh, that's a weak foul.
What do you call that? Chintzy? Is that what you call that?
That's chintzy. Yes, that is chintzy. It's the word of the year, Frankie.
There's a young lady walking behind me here. She's giving me the Undertaker look. It's like the eyes are rolled back in the back of her head.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to watch out, Frankie.
Gavin Rivers.
It's Park Hills crowd. They're dangerous, Frankie. The younger, the worse they are.
Stewart.
Get a baby back here, we got real trouble.
Gavin Rivers going to come out. My buddy Ron Withrow is tuning in tonight. Glad to have him alongside, my friend.
Ron ever miss a game?
He never misses a game. He's getting on to me, though, for the phone situation at the office. It's been down the last couple of mornings.
Oh.
I think he thinks I'm ignoring him. That's not the case. I promise you, Ron, oh, my, there's a big steal.
Look at this.
Oh, my goodness, what an alley-oop.
I think we just pack it up, Frankie. What do you think?
64. There's another steal by Casey. That got the small steal. That was a good steal by Graham. Graham going to go up with the left hand. He finishes strong.
Nice move, Darius. Good job. Shut the crowd up for a second. We got to make small victories here, Frankie.
You can send your complaints to John Scott at P.O. Box 760. Tell you what, Bryant, this young man, he is something special. He's got 24 points here on the night. 66-43 the score.
13-13 Mockingbird Lane. Send them there.
Brendan Durden picks up his third at team foul number 2. Bryant, 24 points on the night, making it 25. Misses that one. Torrance Williams on the rebound. Oh, what a no-look pass inside to Hickman Roberson. And that gives the Mules 2 more points, 66-45.
How many's that kid got?
Which one?
I was zoned out, number 11.
Number 11's got 24.
24. We slowed him down a little bit.
Let me tell you what, you got to tip your cap to the Rebels on. You literally tipped your cap.
I tipped it.
Good steal by Darius Graham.
thinking about throwing it.
Oh, good no-look pass to a wide-open Preston Moore, his first bucket of the ball game.
Nice play.
I was going to say, when it comes to rebounding, they are doing a phenomenal job. The Rebels are doing a phenomenal job of blocking out. That's textbook.
Yeah, this is a well-coached team. They got position.
Stewart with a big bucket there, a no-look pass. Isaiah Neville is going to have it taken out of bounds. Last touch. Now they're going to say good job by the officials. They get together, and they said it was last touch by the Rebels. So Zach Boyd going to come in. Bryant going to get a breather. He might be done for the day. Probably not, but it sounded good anyway.
Going to sign a few autographs, come back. Who was it that had 1,500 points? Which one of the players?
That was Bryant.
That was Bryant?
That was a young man as a junior.
All right, well, that's impressive. I saw the guy from Kate got his 1,500 the other night.
Yes, he did. Talking about Cameron Williams.
Yeah. Kid's
More
27 years old. He's been playing for 12 years. Took him a long time to get it.
Oh, Preston Moore goes in and scores.
Good work by Preston. Always plays hard.
He does. He plays so hard every time. Preston Moore, 4 points here in the ball game. 68-49, 19-point game. Mules, good job as Williams misses the shot. Here comes Roberson. Bounce pass to Preston Moore, goes up and draws the contact. So I'm going to say something here, John, and I'm being serious. 19-point game. 4 minutes to go. If the Mules can figure out a way to get this below 13 by the fourth quarter, we've got a shot.
Oh, I agree. I mean, it's not as crazy as it is. It's not out of reach. Preston's got that quick spin, man. When he gets it and he goes up for the shot, he is quick with that and gets the foul or gets a good shot. I'll give him credit.
They're going to put Moore back, or make that. They're going to put Bryant back in the ball game. I don't like that move by the coach.
Well,
I don't like it at all.
He's getting scared. They're getting scared, Frankie.
I think it's a bad move.
They're getting scared.
Bryant's getting tired, saving for the playoffs. Preston Moore, free throw is no good. As Zach Boyd with the rebound. Here comes Bryant the other way. Oh, good hand. Oh, what a good block. Oh, they're going to say Jack Scott got him in the process.
Looked clean to me.
We'll go back and look at the replay here.
LeBron would take the day off, Frankie, wouldn't he? We'll get the crowd stirred up a little bit.
Take the whole year off.
Now, Jordan would.
You know, I heard somebody, I'm trying to remember who it was now. Somebody told me, who was it that told me this? Somebody said, and I don't want to call his name out because it might be wrong, but somebody told me that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. I don't see that at all.
I don't think so.
I don't buy it.
I saw an interesting thing the other day, and they talked about generational players, you know, the best of your generation and this and that. And there's some merit to that.
There is some merit to that.
But, no, I think in a lot of aspects, Jordan is unmatched.
Good job by Isaiah Neville. Give the assist to Joby Bryant. He saved it out of bounds and gave it right to Isaiah Neville. 18-point ball game again. I'll tell you what, the Rebels, though, on a more serious note, they are just such a good ball team when Bryant's in the lineup.
And they pass it so well.
They do.
Look at this right there.
Backdoor cut.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. Zach Boyd gets the 2 points. Scott with the foul. It'll be his third.
Bad deal. I mean, an absolutely wonderful pass. Dribble in, a little kid dish like that. It's a work of art, this team on offense. At least tonight it is.
They're averaging 71 points on offense. They're already there tonight. Free throw is no good. Another offensive rebound. Mason Williams, what a good job he did. Threw it off a Mules player. And we're going to see Torrance Williams back in the ball game. Mules here tonight still shooting 53%, John, and they're down by 20.
Some weird stats. Weird stats.
Williams from the top of the key, it's no good. Rebounded by Preston Moore. 20-point ball game. Neville, no look pass to Roberson. Roberson goes up and draws some contact. He'll shoot some free throws coming up. Be team foul number 4 now.
Well, Marlon's had a good game tonight.
He has a good game.
Came out early and got a couple of buckets.
That'll be a foul on Caden Casey. If I was the official, I may give it to Joby Bryant. Just because we need him to get one.
That's right.
He's a good player. That's why I say that.
He got some nice tattoos. I wonder what that says. He got a nice tattoo on his calf. Maybe some text, some deep thought.
Maybe. I don't have any tattoos, John.
Me either. You know, we could join the circus nowadays. If you got no tattoos, come see the no tattooed guy.
Oh, man.
That's true.
I'm telling you. Bryant behind the back goes in. My goodness, what a play that was. He is so fun to watch.
You know, he's not a big guy,
but he's quick. Joby Bryant.
He'd be a really good JUCO player.
He's 6'1", but he plays more like he's 6'7", 6'8".
Oh man, he's lightning bolt fast and shoots.
Preston Moore shot is no good. Rebounded this time by Harlow. Harlow back to Williams with the right hand, couldn't finish.
A little fancy.
Rebounded by Torrance Williams. Offensive foul. Saw that one coming.
Oh man.
Didn't mean to. You can tell he didn't mean to do that. Lowered the shoulder. Torrance Williams. And we're going to see Mason Williams taking a seat. Coach Durden is not happy with the call. He's letting the official know.
That'd be a good no call.
Official just kind of walking away.
That'd be a good no call right there. But the refs have been good tonight, I think.
They have been, yeah.
They've let him play.
I got no problem with it.
They've let him play. It's been a pretty quick game. Not a lot of whistles.
I'm gonna need Tim to get the Undertaker's music theme kicked up, because every time she walks by, we're gonna play it. 3-point basket is no good. Another offensive rebound by Boyd, and he couldn't connect. And here come the Mules now. Oh, it's going to go off the calf of Marlon Hickman-Roberson. A turnover on the Mules. And that'll be number 13 for them. +7 right now for the Rebels in that category. We're going to see Dallas Williams coming in now. He'll come in for Torrance.
You know, Dallas has got a good, bright future with the Mules. He had a good game with the JV game tonight. Like to see his game improve. He shoots it well. And very athletic kid.
Absolutely.
He's going to have a bright future.
Gavin Rivers also in there for the Mules. 74-52, make it 75 as Horton with a big 3-point basket.
That was open for about a month.
77-52, Williams for 3, it's no good. Good job by Marlon Hickman-Roberson, could not get the shot to go down as well. Good job there by the Mules on the steal. Darius Graham, he'll go up top, can't finish. Preston Moore, though, with the offensive rebound, and he'll put it up and score. He's got 7 all in this quarter. There's another steal by the Mules.
We're a gym class right now.
Dallas Williams, he thought about taking a 3. Instead, it's going to be punched out. And we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Gavin Rivers. If it is, no, they're going to say Dallas Williams got him. Mules may have caught a break there because Gavin would have had his 4th foul. So now we're going to see Boyd back out. McMullen is in. Also, Brendan Durden's going to come in for Hickman-Roberson. Also, Caden Casey comes out. Tristan Stewart back in. Coming up on a minute remaining here in the third quarter, 77-54 is your score. No look pass in the corner to McMullen. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Preston Moore.
Preston's playing. He came to play.
He did. 7 points. Going to get a foul here on Cannon Harlow, I believe. And let's make one thing clear. We're not going to see a lot of teams of this caliber night in and night out.
No,
this is a rarity here.
It's actually probably good for us for our matchup tomorrow night to play a team that's so quick like this, because we're gonna. I don't think. I mean, as quick as it is going to be tomorrow night, it won't be as quick as this team. So this will be a nice little tune-up. We'll call this a tune-up, Frankie. This game doesn't count. It's a tune-up.
We playing Delta tomorrow? No, we're playing Sykeston.
That's right. My favorite.
Your favorite team. Preston Moore missing both free throws there. A rarity at that. Oh, good job by Preston Moore, though. Gets the steal, and a blocking foul is coming up on Stewart. He did not agree with that call. You can tell by the way he was looking, he did not agree with that call.
Well, this team is deceptive because you look at them, man, and they don't look like they can ball like they're balling. They do.
Boy, Preston Moore, he's missed 3 in a row, and you can tell by looking at him he's not happy with that.
He'll probably shoot 500 tomorrow. But he's playing really hard out right now, trying to catch his breath a little bit. Legs probably just a little bit tired. There we go.
There you go, young man. Made that one. 77-58 now. 58 now.
Ha-ha. There it was. Turnover. Give him a turnover, Frankie.
And
now
Gavin Rivers.
I got to quit talking. Let's talk about they weren't blowing whistles. They've done nothing but blow whistles for 2 minutes.
77-58 the score.
16 foul at the line number 3, Gavin Rivers.
So Gavin Rivers now at the free throw line. A 4th foul by Horton. Gavin Rivers is up, and it's good. 77-59 the score. 25 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Gavin Rivers now with 13 points. He's got a baker's dozen. 17-point game right now.
You know, I made a king cake. Speaking of bacon, I made a couple of king cakes the other day. First time, Frankie.
What's a king cake?
King cake, it's a traditional cake from New Orleans they do during Mardi Gras time.
Gotcha.
Mine ended up looking a lot like neck pillows, but they were tasty. My rolling pin game, if anybody out there has got any rolling pin game, let me know. I'd take a lesson. I'm not great with a rolling pin, and I don't know, when I rolled the thing up and did it, it tasted fine. It looked kind of cool, but it looked a lot like a neck pillow that had the Mardi Gras New Orleans colors on it. I ate as much of it as I possibly could. Speaking of baker's dozen, not to digress.
Tell you what, I'm not sure what's going on down on the floor, but the scoreboard had the Mules having 8 fouls, and that's their 7th, so it should be a 1-and-1. Mason Williams makes it. He's got 18. 78-60 is the score. Tomorrow night we wrap up the regular season.
We are a postseason team, Frank.
We are.
Reminds me of a couple of years ago when we went on a big run there at the end.
We could do it again.
Yes, we can. Team's got potential.
There's a steal by Bryant. Pull-up jumper is, oh, man, oh, man.
Oh, that's brutal.
How do you get the steal, and then he comes back, and we're going to see it there on the screen here in front of us. That just makes me want to go drink my drink in the corner.
I think if I was Coach Durden, I'd just be, go ahead and throw me out, please.
We're going to come back in 30 seconds. You're watching live coverage of Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Eye Care Specialists is committed to the protection and the preservation of the precious gift of sight. Nothing is more important than your eyesight. That's the way the doctors of Eye Care Specialists see it.
Protecting your toys are just as important as protecting your daily driver. First Choice Insurance can help find the coverage for your ATVs, boats, and campers that will give you peace of mind and not break your bank. So don't forget to allow First Choice Insurance to review your insurance needs today.
We are back here live in Park Hills as we get ready for the 4th and final quarter right now, and it has been Park Hill Central pretty much this entire way. So we'll see what the Mules can do as they try to at least stay pace. Good shot by Darius Graham on the inbound. He's got 13 points. It's 82-62 now.
I was sort of kidding, Frankie, but not really. In Park League basketball or Park League baseball, which I don't know anything about baseball, as you know, I used to tell the umpire if the game got out of hand, just throw me out. I didn't want to say anything or do anything, just throw me out because I want to go home.
Preston Moore with a big shot. He's got a dozen now here in the ball game. It's all been in this half.
We had a game, Frankie, believe it or not, where we suffered a no-hitter. I guess that's how you say it. We did not get a hit against the pitching machine. Pitching machine brought the heat, baby. It was juicing, I think. I saw that umpire at Walmart like 2 years later, and he looked at me, some kid, and he says, "You're that guy." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You're the guy, the no-hitter." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, man."
Oh,
I wasn't the head coach. I was VP of operations, so it wasn't my fault.
There you go.
We scored 64 points against the number 4 team in 4A, right, Frankie?
That's right.
It's not bad. We should focus
now
on our score.
Isaiah Neville goes up and scores. Good move by him. He's got 9 here in the ball game. It is 82-64 now. There's a quick turnover that was forced. And we're going to get a timeout here, I believe. This one's going to be called by the Rebels of Central Park Hills. 7:06 to play here in the ball game, and we'll see if it's going to be a 30 or a minute. It is a full timeout. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We'll come right back. You're watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. We are back here live at Central Park Hills, and it's amazing. The Mules are down, but if you look at how many points we have put up against Park Hills, and we're still in the fourth, we can easily put up 80 points here tonight. Isaiah Neville, another jump shot. He's got 11. We've got 68 points here, John.
Yeah, in the unlikely event we don't come back and win this game, maybe we could get Coach
Oh,
Keith.
look at that one by
There we go.
Gavin Rivers, rather. Brendan Durden could not finish the shot. And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul.
If somehow we don't come back, Frankie, I think we should get Kent Keith to just do his e-notice thing on Facebook and just show our score.
I agree.
It'll be thought of the day. Mules scored 80 points against Park Hills. Just leave it at that. We don't need to mention the other team's score.
It's going to be the fourth foul by Gavin Rivers. Make that Mason Williams. He's got 20 points here in the ball game now, 83-68.
It's an old way of thinking when you have both scores. We just need to focus on
I'm telling you.
Oh, Lord. We're having fun, though, aren't we?
We are having a blast. Second one, no good. Isaiah Neville with a rebound. Darius Graham. Back out to Neville. Now Durden. He'll pull the trigger on a three. It's short. Rebounded by Bryant. He's well over the double-double mark now. What another no-look pass. This one is no good by Stewart. And we're going to go out of bounds with it. Last touch by Stewart. That's a rare 2 misses in a row there by the Rebels. I'd ask you, John, to put your phone away, sir. No texting here at the table.
I'm doing some math, Frankie. I'm trying to figure out how many possessions this is going to be. It's going to happen. 6:09, they're going to talk about this. It'll be a generational comeback. Somebody lost the contact. Oh, no, ref. I think the ref got popped in the nether regions. Can I say that on the air?
Well, you already did. Three-point basket is no good by Durden. Rebounded by Graham. Now Isaiah Neville with a big three-pointer, top of the key.
Look at this, Frankie. It's a 12-point game.
I'm telling you.
Come on, Mules. It's here.
And we're going to get a whistle. Blocking foul coming up on the Mules on Joby Bryant. It's going to be on Brendan Durden as it'll be his fourth. And that is 10 team fouls. 2 shots coming up for Bryant.
He's going to miss them.
He is 8 out of 11 tonight. First one is up, and it is good. Send your complaints to John Scott at P.O. Box
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Mockingbird Lane. I'm not sure where that is. That must be maybe one of your enemies' addresses.
Well, let's see if any of your listeners know what that is. You should know that, Frankie.
Bryant
you have to brush up on your pop culture.
He makes both free throws, 84, or make that 85 now to 71.
Be a good trivia question.
Oh, it's going to hang up on the rim. Good job by Gavin Rivers. 85-73 the score. Three-point basket in the corner is no good by Casey. Rebounded by Gavin Rivers. We get a whistle and a foul. It'll be on Brian, I believe. If it's on him, it's number 2. Yes, it is.
1313 Mockingbird Lane would be the home address of the Munsters, if you're familiar with that show. The Munsters, man. Grandpa Munster.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Well, that's an old one. I watched that as about a 7-year-old.
David Durbin now going to the free throw line. Boy, these would be big free throws if he can sink 1 out of 2.
He's a 2-for-2 guy. He's a 100%er. My man, David Durbin.
Durbin makes this one here tonight. That's his first free throw made of the season, 1 for 3 on the season.
What? Is that real?
Yeah, 1 for 3.
He's 1 for 3.
Make it 2 for 4
He's
now
2 for
for
4
the
on
season.
the entire season?
On the season.
That blows me away.
It is now 85 to 75. It is a 10-point game.
It was 22 at one time?
Yes, it was.
Oh. I mean, they got that little interior game like that. I don't understand.
I'll tell you what, Mules may not come back and win this game, but man, hats off to the way they've come back. They made this a game again.
Oh, they played their hearts out.
They have absolutely played their hearts
They're
out.
going to score at 80 plus against this team.
And that's saying something against a team like this.
Yeah.
Because this team coming into tonight's game is only giving up 55 points a ball game, John.
Yeah, no kidding. If we'd had offense like this all season, it would have been a different season. And you're not going to have nights like this. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of ways we've played very well tonight.
We have. There's a lot of things we've done right.
The important way, maybe not.
There's a turnover.
The most important way, maybe not, but there's some very positive. I mean, these kids got no reason to hang their head, whatever happens. I mean, it's still plenty of time. Hit a few shots here, get a couple stops.
Well, they're saying the Mules were the last ones to touch that ball. I thought that was going to be off on Bryant, but no, sir. Bryant, good job there by Jack Scott there, as Boyd could not get the shot to go down, and Torrance Williams in the ball game now. 3-point basket by Durden is no good.
Pass.
Bryant up ahead, goes up and scores 33 points for that young man.
I think he had 60.
So now Isaiah Neville. Neville goes up for the shot. It's no good. Ball is batted around, and we're going to get some contact here. I'm not sure where the foul's going to come in. Is it on Torrance? It is going to be on Torrance. I thought that was going to actually be on somebody else. So Boyd is going to go to the free throw line. So tomorrow night, we wrap up the regular season against Sykeston. Tim Simpson, he's watched the Munsters, he said, from the 60s.
Yes, great. Grandpa Munster, man.
He's seen them all, but only as reruns.
He's good. It's good stuff.
89.
Herman Munster. Yes.
Don't get Tim fired up.
Right, man, the Munsters. That's when TV was good.
That's when TV was good. I'll tell you what I'm going to do on the way home, just in case you're wondering. It drives.
Watch some on the way?
No. It drives Tim insane. I'll just turn it on and I'll listen to, what time is it, 8:40? I'll listen to a rerun of Sean Hannity.
That does not, well, that's good, but it's not quite as good as the Munsters. Now, you can't confuse the Munsters with the Adams family. Whole different thing, but similar. I feel like the Adams family was good, though. Munsters was different good.
Big steal there by Marlon. Oh, goes behind the back, goes up and finishes strong. That was a big move by Hickman Roberson.
Nice move.
He went behind the back and still finished with the right hand.
They got 90 points and we're within 13.
Going to be a 30-second timeout called at this one by the Rebels. Each team with, or make that 2 timeouts remaining here for Park Hills. 3 by the Mules. 90-77. Can't get over the fact that the Mules have scored this many points against a ranked team of this quality.
Oh, it's just weird, man. You have these outliers, statistical outliers. 77 points and down 13. Only down 13, really. They got 90. Come on. 3 minutes left. Anything can happen in this game.
You're
We
right.
had a couple of shots. get a couple of stops. Every possession matters.
Tomorrow night we'll be live in Poplar Bluff. Mules and the Sykeston Bulldogs will take on each other one more time. You know, I've seen some weird things happen when the Mules take on Sykeston.
No kidding. I mean, all over the place. I mean, it brings out the best in people.
It does. I've seen fans get tossed. I've seen all kinds of stuff during those games.
Yeah, man.
There are some passionate. Williams with a big bucket there. 22 points for that young man.
They got that snappy dressing coach, right?
Oh, big block there by Zach Boyd. So Harlow is going to come in the ball game now. Harlow will come in for Williams. Off balance shot taken by Torrance Williams is no good. Harlow with the rebound. 92-77 the score.
A defensive struggle tonight.
Yeah, definitely no issue with points here tonight.
Yeah, not a football score.
Yeah, definitely not a football score.
Fast game.
Mules have played. There have been spurts where the Mules have played really good here tonight. Make no mistake about it.
Now they're just going to run the clock on out. Coach is practicing now. Getting ready for that Final Four game. Whoop, didn't work.
Good job by David Durbin on the big steal. Goes out ahead, and Durden is able to finish.
So quick with that. I don't know how they do that.
So we're going to get a whistle and a timeout here by the Rebels. So it is a 92-79 ball game now. A timeout called by the Rebels. Tell you what, Mules team, they 79 points against this team. That's just unreal.
Yeah, no, it's something. It is.
I would have never thought that the score would have been this here tonight. And the last time these two met, it was 66-62.
Yeah, and they sure didn't quit. You know,
No,
Mules, they had every opportunity to lay down, and they did not take it. I'll give them credit, man. You know,
absolutely.
One more game to go, regular season. They're up here in a hostile environment. This team's just raining them in on them, and we didn't quit. We did not quit.
We did not quit. I mean, this team, this Mules team, they gave it everything they had and then some. I know it's not going to go in their favor, but, man, you got to be proud of the boys for what they were able to do here tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and we had some good, I mean, offensively good. I thought Preston Moore had a good game tonight.
He had a great ball game.
He played hard. I thought Marlon played hard. You know, they all played really hard. A couple of bright spots, and when we really were down, Preston came in and got them going.
There's a big steal there by Gavin Rivers. Speaking of which, a big block by Williams, rather.
Guy gets up, that Williams.
He does. Another move inside. Stewart cannot get the shot to go down, and it'll be a rebound. Woo.
Let him play, ref.
And out of bounds, last touch by Williams, and it'll be Poplar Bluff basketball with 1:11 to go.
And number 15 got a business on that one. Refs wanting to go home. Right? Those guys get paid the same either way.
Maybe. Marlon Hickman-Roberson, three-point basket is no good. Rebounded there by Bryant, so this one is just about over. Oh, they throw it away. Bryant not happy with himself. He didn't realize what he had did there. He thought somebody was going to be there to intercept the pass. Three-point basket by Brendan Durden is no good. Rebounded by the Rebels, and here comes Bryant. I'm not sure if we'll be talking to a coach after this game or not. 32 seconds. Game is going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up, and this one's going to be, I believe, on Durden. If it is, it'll be his 5th.
Well, you got 5. You might as well use them.
That's right.
How many has this 11 got? He's 33.
33.
I said earlier he might get 40. I don't think he's going to get there, but he'll get close. 35 is pretty
Oh,
good.
they're going to call that last foul. My apologies on Gavin Rivers. Not going to be on Brendan Durden. First one is up, and it is good by Bryant.
Substitution for Central, number 1.
So Gavin Rivers will foul out of here tonight with 15 points on the night. (93-79) the score. Bryant 34 points here in the ball game. Second one is up and knocks it down. 94-79. Mules were going to get close in scoring 80. No good on the shot taken by Hickman Roberson for the 3 ball. Mules here tonight shot 48%, 3 of 18 from behind the arc, 31 rebounds. As Durden goes up, can't connect on the shot. David Durbin offensive rebound, high off the backboard and scores it in. Mules have 81 points here tonight.
If you had the over on this game, it came out all right.
Zach Boyd is going to go up and he'll make the shot. And that'll be the way this game comes to an end. At 96-81 is the score. Boy, what a barn burner this one was.
They're going to change the nets.
They're going to have to do something. They're scorched. All right, we're going to come back and we'll wrap it up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching live coverage of Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
So we are back here live as we wrap up here tonight. The Mules go down at 96-81, the final score. And here tonight, as we're going to wrap things up here in just a moment, let's go to the stats here tonight. And boy, there was a lot of stats here to go off of. And Central shot the ball 52%, 34 of 66. 22 of 32 from the free throw line, 6 out of 21 from behind the arc, 40 rebounds, 15 offensive rebounds, 16 assists, 17 turnovers, and 10 steals 3 block shots for the Rebels. The Mules, meanwhile, shot the ball 48% overall. They were 34 out of 71, 10 of 17 on the free throw line. Also 3 out of 18 from behind the arc, 32 rebounds, 15 turnovers, 11 steals, 13 assists, and 1 block shot in the ball game here tonight for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Now in the first quarter, Park Hills outscored the Mules 28-19. The Mules were outscored 26-20 in the second quarter, and then the Mules were outscored 28-21 in that third. Mules outscored the Rebels 21-14 in the fourth quarter. Looking at the individual stats by the Rebels, they were led in scoring by Joby Bryant, 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. 22 points by Mason Williams, also 4 assists, 7 rebounds. And then from there, scoring was kind of hard to find. Caden Casey, 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Also 10 points by Tristan Stewart. He had 8 rebounds and 2 assists. 7 points each by Kendall Horton, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and 7 points by Zach Boyd, 4 rebounds and 1 assist. And then 4 points by Cannon Harlow. He had 3 rebounds and 1 assist, all for the Rebels. Now for the Mules here tonight, they were led in scoring by a couple of individuals. You had Isaiah Neville, or make that Gavin Rivers rather. He had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. 14 points by Isaiah Neville, 2 rebounds and an assist. 13 points by Darius Graham, also had 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Also here tonight was 8 points each by Torrance Williams. He also had 8 rebounds and an assist. 8 points as well by Marlon Hickman-Roberson. He also would go along with 3 rebounds. By the way, 12 points by Preston Moore. Can't forget about him. He had a good ball game here tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. 5 points by Brendan Durden with 1 rebound and 1 assist. And then from there, it is 4 points by David Durbin, 2 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 points by Jack Scott on free throws to go along with 2 rebounds. That is the final scoring here tonight, as the Mules could not muster it up to get the win here tonight, going on to lose here tonight. 96-81 is the current, or was the score tonight. Mules now fall to 9-14 on the season. The Rebels, they are now 23-3, ending their regular season as they prepare to get ready for the districts. Mules now 9-14 overall, which means coming up tomorrow night, the Mules are going to take on the Sykeston Bulldogs in our regular season finale live from Poplar Bluff Senior High School. Once again, let's say a big thank you again to all of our sponsors. Without them, we could not do this broadcast. We want to say thank you again to our friends at First Midwest Bank, also Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, Air Solutions, First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, also being brought to you by Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Briggs & Stratton, the Scott Law Group LLC, and being brought to you by Taco John's, all proud supporters of the Poplar Bluff Mules. All right, coming up next, we're going to get you back out to live programming on the radio side. We're going to get you to, get you back to the Glenn Beck program. As for you watching us right now on social media and on YouTube, we're going to come back tomorrow night beginning at around 6:30, 6:45 for the pregame, and tip-off for the Mules are going to be at about 7:30. Mules fall tonight 96-81. Mules now are 9-14 overall this season. We're back tomorrow night in Poplar Bluff for more exciting Poplar Bluff Mules basketball. For Tim Hicks and John Scott, I'm Frankie Castillo. We're saying so long from Park Hill Central. You've been watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.